What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Now, as you guys just saw from that clip, this dude was a man amongst boys. His name is Cliff Alexander. Some of you probably heard of him before. Back in 2014, Cliff Alexander was by far one of the most dominant big men throughout the nation. And it's safe to say that Cliff Alexander is a Chicago legend. He graduated back in the class of 2014, and fans felt that he had so much potential to dominate on the next level. They were comparing him to so many people. People were saying he was the next Greg Oden, before the injuries of course. He was the next Anthony Bennett, before his NBA career didn't pan out. And last, they were comparing him to future Hall of Famer Dwight Howard. But all of this was being said years ago. We don't hear about him on the basketball court as much as we used to. So stick around to the end. We are going to discuss what happened to Cliff Alexander and find out where he is now. But real quick before we get started, I want to take this time to promote one of my friend's music video. I'm just trying to help him get off the ground any way that I can. So let me know what y'all think. If y'all feeling this snippet, I'm going to leave the link to the full video down in the description. Go check it out ASAP.
Pop a pill and I know that they dangerous. Soon as I'm buzzing, I get really dangerous. We in the whip and my homie Hispanic say he tryna slide. Now you talking my language. Used to shop at the swap, now get flat on it daily. They see all this money, just know that I'm saving it. I overheard when the bitch call me fake, and them boys ain't for play. They be pulling up blade and shit, make them an angel. You felt the bullets, they coming from different directions and angles.
But enough of all that talking, let's get back into this video. Most players that are in the top ranks usually have one thing in common, and that is that they have been playing basketball their entire life. But that wasn't the case for Cliff Alexander. They say that this guy didn't start playing organized basketball until he was in the 8th grade. He just used to be focused on playing football. But one day, a coach saw some potential in him and decided to bring him in the gym. He played for Curie High School, and over his 4 years playing, he became one of the best players in the nation. He became a McDonald's All-American, and he received offers from all the top programs in the country. So just imagine if he had been playing basketball when he was younger. There's no telling how good he could have been. For the 2014 through 2015 season, he signed to play for University of Kansas. And coming into the season, he was projected to be a top 3 pick in the mock draft. I never understood the concept of a mock draft, but it is what it is. But with these high expectations put on him, he didn't live up to the hype. He had some good performances where he put up a double-double in points and rebounds, but he just had so many inconsistencies throughout the season. And it got to the point where someone who was the top recruit was coming off the bench. Now they did say that he was battling injuries, but you know how basketball fans are. If you're on the court, they don't really care about that. They just want to see you perform. He averaged only 7 points and 5 rebounds, and to make things even worse, he got into some trouble with the NCAA because they discovered that he was receiving money from boosters. So after this situation, his season was cut short, and it was likely that he wasn't going to play at Kansas the next season due to the violation. So he felt it was best for him to declare for the 2015 NBA draft. Even though he didn't perform like everyone thought he would on the college level, he was still getting interest from some NBA teams. Despite what everyone saw, you still couldn't deny that this guy still had potential. He wasn't considered a top 3 pick anymore, but everyone expected to hear his name called in the first round at least. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case. It came to a shock when his name wasn't called in the first round. And to make it even worse, his name wasn't called in the second round either. He had to go undrafted. He got his first opportunity during the 2015 through 2016 season. He had signed with the Portland Trail Blazers. He was battling some injuries at the time, but he was still able to make the roster. But during that time, the Trail Blazers had a lot of big men that were ahead of him. They had Myers Leonard, Mason Plumlee, Noah Vonleh, and Ed Davis. So he wasn't able to get a lot of opportunity to play. And by the end of that season, he got his contract waived. And ever since then, he has been battling to get back on an NBA roster. Over the last couple of years, he has been bouncing around from different G League and Summer League teams. And as of now, in the present day, he is playing for a professional team in Australia. If it's meant to be, we will see him back in the NBA someday. If not, then he's still making money, so it's all good. That wraps up this video. If you are feeling this video, make sure you leave a like and let me know down in the comment section. And also, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. I'll be responding to all my DMs. Peace.